Hope everybody's tuned in. We're going to play a song goes out to the folks on at Folly Beach. I went there one time and they had a sign welcoming you to Folly Beach. It said "The Edge of America." And I thought, damn, that's a great song. I just have to figure out how to write it. And it goes like this. At the end of the road, the edge of America, running past cotton fields, old men will have to bend. And when the morning comes, might just be right here, watching the sun come up over the edge of America. Run as far as I can run through the edge of America. The high top bar and grill right down the road. There you just might meet your next true love. While I'm waiting, drink a few more beers, try to wash away the taste of a lover's tears. And when the morning comes, might just be right here, wondering where my love is at the edge of America. Run as far as I can run to the edge of America. She always loved the beach, she would like it here. Not much going on, just some fishing off the pier. They got low country boy, Proud Mary blaring. They got places you can stay till you get your bearing. And when the morning comes, everybody's be right here, waiting for the coast to clear at the edge of America. Run as far as I can run to the edge of America, waiting for the coast to clear at the edge of America. Wondering where my love is at the edge of America. Watching the sun come up over the edge of America. 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 Yeah, I like that. How about you, Jim? That good? I'm gonna switch guitars here. Go because I can. My only time I went to Austin as a tourist, it was the summer that Michael Jackson had died, and that we went there on the July 4th weekend, and it turned out to be an historic Texas heat wave. And being a Georgia boy, I think I know heat, but now I know heat. It was like 100 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. It was ridiculous. Anyway, I was walking around Austin all that week saying, damn, this is hotter than the 4th of July. And my lovely bride suggested that that was not a known saying, but it might make a good song. So when I got back, I wrote this called Hotter Than the 4th of July. Came down from Tennessee by way of New Orleans. She loved her whiskey and she loved her men, and she loved me. She didn't care where you came from, who your daddy was or your mom. She could own a man with just one look, leave him smiling before sun up. Hotter than the 4th of July, gonna burn but can't help but try, 'cause her kind come along only once in a while. Hotter than the 4th of July, gonna burn but don't be shy, 'cause with love, time ain't always on your side. Came down from Tennessee by way of New Orleans. She loved her whiskey and she loved her men, and she loved me. She took me on and she let me go. Said love is hard on us all, and something about a rodeo and Lone Star Cowboy. Hotter than the 4th of July, gonna burn but don't be shy, 'cause with love, time ain't always on your side. Hotter than the 4th of July, gonna burn but can't help but try, 'cause we're kind, come along only once in a while. She came down from Tennessee by way of New Orleans. She loved her whiskey and she loved her men, and she loved me. She loved her whiskey and she loved her men, and she loved me. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Switch guitars again. Right.
I think I will too.
We're switching up here. Hope everybody's connecting and hearing. This is a little strange. Nobody in the audience to smile to or make eye contact with. Most of you know Tybee got hit by a couple of hurricanes a few years ago. And after the second one flooded us twice, the second flooding, we found ourselves living up on Chimney Creek here. Some of the locals call it Criminal Creek. I don't know why, but maybe it was because we lost our kayak the first night we had moved there. But anyway, I wrote this song there. It was sort of like, can't we do something else besides be hurricane victims? Called Mexico. It goes like this. Just a dreadful fact. Been really flooded twice, and I can't make my way back. I got to leave Chimney Creek and find a new home. Been thinking about checking out Mexico. Never been further than California. Couldn't afford to live there now if I wanted. I need a place that won't cost me my soul. Been thinking about checking out Mexico. They say everyone wants to come here. They can take my place and let me disappear. Somewhere warmer, maybe on the coast. Been thinking about checking out Mexico. I owe more money than I've ever made. It ain't cheap living in a constant haze. I need one more deal, one more score. Been thinking about checking out Mexico. They say everyone wants to come here. They can take my place and let me disappear. Somewhere warmer, maybe on the coast. Been thinking about checking out Mexico. Been thinking about checking out Mexico. Getting hot up here. Should have worn a short sleeve shirt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This next song, for y'all that are out there that know some of my songs, may recognize at least the lyrics. But I've reinterpreted one of my older songs into a more of an old man blues song. Not that I'm old. I didn't need to read the note you left. I'd already seen the handwriting on the wall. I had an old time feeling she was leaving, but that didn't cushion the blow, break the fall. I don't drink anymore, like a well was running dry, and I don't speak for days at a time. I don't want my mind. Well, I never imagined giving up so much when she walked out and left me on my own. Still had my friends, my job, my dog, and my cat, but just like a wind that up and gone. But I don't dream anymore, like a well was running dry. And I don't sleep for days at a time. And I don't want those folks just talking to myself. No, I'm finally over losing my mind. Now when they stop and ask, how's it going? I tell them, one day at a time. Goes by slow, it's easier to breathe underwater than to watch those bridges burn. But they say, pretty soon I'll be good to go, 'cause I don't drink anymore, like a well was running dry. And I don't sleep for days at a time. And I don't want those folks just talking to myself. No, I'm finally over losing my mind. Yeah, I'm finally over losing my mind. Losing my mind. My mind. All right, Chip killing it. Good time for me to introduce the band here. On my left, your right, playing that sweet resonator, Captain Chip Zolliger.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. If y'all come to Tybee someday when the curtains are raised, he's giving dolphin tours with Mike's Dolphin Tours. Captain. And on my right, your left, the Professor, James Tedesca. Hey, that rhymes. The Professor, yes. A professor at, how do you say it? Oh, it took me 3 years to learn how to pronounce Chip's last name. That was embarrassing. Whose name is Albert, but I wasn't talking about. I used to call it like Zooliger, like it was a zoo. You know, and your family would be sitting out there, and they would like, who is this fool? But he never told them.
It's been called worse.
His next song came about because I'm a professional eavesdropper, and once upon a time I worked in Norcross, Georgia, and that's home of the Waffle House. And so there's a Waffle House on every corner. And I used to like to eat lunch there at Waffle House, usually by myself, probably 4 days a week. I take cholesterol medication now to prove that, but the story really is that listening to the waitresses there and listening to their life stories, and they're hard lives. If you're, making your paycheck out at the Waffle House, you're living paycheck to paycheck, and it really hit home with me when I was practicing this song earlier this week. It's called A Place to Call Home. Some people call it the waitress song. She poured coffee in my cup and said, "How do you like it, hon?" I said, "A little bit of cream and something sweet." She said, "Georgia was where she's from." I said, "Atlanta." She said, "No, a little further up the road where you can breathe." She said, "I don't get back there much. It's so hard to stay in touch, and I never was a favored one." She said, "I hear mama's doing well, and my daddy not too bad. Oh, they never would believe the places I've seen." And she said, "The road is for traveling on, but the soul needs a place to call home. But when you've been gone, long as I have roamed, some things are easier said than done." She said, "I don't have many regrets, and at least I can fend for myself. And I thank God I remember how to laugh." She said, "I'm living on borrowed time, always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Ah, but honey, I could have made you smile, given half a chance." And she said, "The road is for traveling on, but the soul needs a place to call home. But when you've been gone, long as I have roamed, some things are easier said than done." She said, "Georgia was where she's from." I said, "Atlanta." She said, "No, a little further up the road where you can breathe." I hear y'all, so I want to say thank you. The sound of one hand clapping, that's good, that's good. What's next here? Oh, yeah. I Excuse me just a minute. I have a mute button on my tuner, so you don't have to at least hear too much. Oh, there's a little bugger. You like hide. You go, no, it's the other string. Okay. This song is really for all those people who waited a while or longer than they had hoped they would have to wait to meet Mrs. Right or Mr. Right or Miss Right. It's called Claim Me. I've been waiting all week for this day, and I've been waiting all day for this night. I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. Come along and claim me. Come along and claim me. Tell me I'm yours. You were just what God had in mind. He said this man needs someone to love, 'cause I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. Come along and claim me. Come along and claim me. Tell me I'm yours. 'Cause waiting can be so hard, and nights can be so long. If I knew you were coming, I'd wait till all the stars fall. I can't forget the day you found me. I'll never forget just what you said. You said I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. Come along and claim me. Come along and claim me. Come along and tell me I'm yours. Come along and claim me. Come on and claim me. Tell me I'm yours. Nice, Chip. And Jim. We are blowing right through them all, aren't we? talk more. My daughter messaged me that she's really into the version of Finally Over Losing My Mind.
Yeah, she liked that. Cool. The one we just played.
You're very funny.
Nobody can hear me. I don't have a mic.
Ah, one of the better things about this. Wait a minute,
cheating.
I'm supposed to be changing guitars again. Okay, well, what did I do with my yo-yo? Oh. This next song has got murder and mayhem and sex. Drinking. Although it isn't mentioned, there's probably gambling going on.
Yep.
And that other stuff.
I bet you.
Okay. You're going to have to let me get into this. It's a weird little talking song here. I ain't bragging or complaining. I'm just trying to keep a record straight. I ain't bragging or complaining. I'm just trying to keep a record straight. Well, let me say this right from the get-go. I didn't kill her, I don't care what they say. I just met her the night before down at the Indigo Hotel. And she was drinking Harvey Wallbanks. I hadn't seen that drink in a long time. And she was sitting like she shouldn't, and she just smiled when I said, "Evening, man." She said, "You don't have to be so clever. Already enough of that around here. You stick with me, kid, they'll call you lucky. And then we'll see what we will see." I ain't bragging or complaining. I'm just trying to set the record straight. I ain't bragging or complaining. I'm just trying to set the record straight. By 2 a.m., got kind of weird. Guy shows up 3 sheets to the wind. He said something, she slapped him hard. He pulled a gun and it was a killing kind. The cops came, dragged me away. I hadn't seen him or her since then. They kept me up for 48 straight, talking to every man with a badge. I never saw a lawyer, no, not one. I never really had a prayer. They say I killed them both. I say I never killed her, I swear. I ain't bragging, no complaining. I'm just trying to keep a record straight. I ain't bragging or complaining. I'm just trying to keep a record straight. Now let's end this right where we started. I didn't kill her, I don't care what they say. And you can believe me or not,
see it won't change a thing. I ain't bragging or complaining, I'm just trying to keep a record straight. I ain't bragging or complaining, I'm just trying to keep a record straight. I'm just trying to keep a record straight. I'm just trying to keep a record straight.
Had a nice sound to it from our perspective.
Neat story.
Okay.
I gotta pee.
I think the boys are going to leave me alone for a minute and go refresh themselves, powder their nose, keep their distance, wash their hands. And I'm going to sing a song that my wife thought would be good for the occasion if I did a song I wrote after Hurricane Irma, and it really wiped us out that time. What Matthew left, Irma took care of. And we were on Lewis Avenue on Tybee, and it was sort of considered ground zero for Tybee because the street goes between a marsh and a creek. And Irma brought them together, and we were in the middle, and it was pretty bad. Our second time, too, you know, so we were like, this is really sucking. But then we noticed that it just went on and on. You know, after everybody's come to your rescue, you still got a long way to go. So I started thinking about other situations where that might be the case.
We watched the water rising out of the creek. We prayed with neighbors that the flood would recede. Salvation Army has long moved on. Been in this aftermath way too long. We've been homeless now twice this year. It's not a state God meant for woman or man. It could be worse, I haven't robbed anyone. Been in this aftermath way too long. There are disasters like storms and floods. Then there are those man-made ones. Your life will seem like it's been hijacked when you're stumbling through an aftermath. Mr. Jones just buried his youngest child. He lost his father in the Laotian skies. Seems like there's always a war to be won. Been in this aftermath way too long. You're now guilty if you stand accused. You can lose your name by the afternoon. God save the child who says something wrong. Been in this aftermath way too long. There are disasters like storms and floods. Then there are those man-made ones. Your life will feel like it's been hijacked when you're stumbling through that aftermath. Job offer is for half what you made. You have to take it 'cause you can't live on faith. Save your applause and your Hallmark cards. Been in this aftermath way too long. Salvation Army has long moved on. Yeah, well. Okay. Where are my boys? They got lost. That would figure. Did you bring me? Oh, I got something here. Coffee. Jim? Jim thinks somehow he's going to get in trouble if you see he has a beer on stage.
Michael told me.
That was for camera work, don't like hold it up front of the camera. Y'all have to indulge us. This is a little strange being here and knowing that there are people who are seeing us and listening to our babble. We probably would try to make it more coherent if there were really people here, I guess. Maybe not. Not. This next song goes way, 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 way back in terms of where the story is placed. Believe it or not, I was in high school once. And there were a few things going on during that period of time, like the Vietnam War and other things. But in high school, we went parking. We would go to a place called Blue Lights, and it was called Blue Lights because it was a precipice cliff that overlooked the Atlanta-Hartsfield runway, which was lit up with blue lights. It was very romantic. You were there?
Before it was finished.
Yeah, right, yeah. It was actually, the road was a dirt road off of Virginia Avenue, right there near the airport. And it went down, they eventually built a Holiday Inn or a Hilton or one of those, but this is called Blue Lights. The reference to the, there's a little thing where we play homage, I guess, to Leaving on a Jet Plane. Leaving on a Jet Plane, believe it or not, was one of like the early subtle sort of anti-war songs. Believe it or not. That's why it's in this song. It's called Blue Lights. Let me get this thing going. We knew a place you could go after the picture show, park a car and make out and watch airplanes land and take off. Blue lights on the runway looked like the stars had fallen to earth just for us on those nights at a place we call Blue Light. First touch, first love, the one you're so sure of, and we went as far as we dared as the radio radio blare. I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. And it seemed like a dream, but it was oh so real. And those friendly skies turned dark and gray. There was a war, and it was calling our names. Some fought, and some fought to stay away. And those blue lights were fading. And now we're over a little wiser to the ways of the world, but that doesn't make it any better than the way it was. When blue lights on the runway looked like the stars had fallen to earth just for us on those nights at a place we call Blue Lights. At a place we call Blue Lights.
Sounded good to me. I like that. Jim, that was good. Good little lead there.
Open my refreshing beverage.
Okay, I heard it.
Whee!
I heard it. Okay, we're doing okay, I guess. This next song is one of the newer ones. I had the privilege of taking a once-in-a-lifetime trip this fall. My wife and I, Melissa Turner, drove up the northern California coast along 101 and 1. Went up and through Mendocino and Crescent City and then over to visit my old college roommate who's living in southern Oregon now in a little place called Ashland. If they happen to be listening tonight, this song is dedicated to them because if we hadn't come out there to see them, I wouldn't have been inspired to write it. But the inspiration was just all around you. I mean, that is amazing countryside. I didn't realize that Northern California was so rural and so beautiful with the cliffs and the ocean and the redwood forest and all that kind of good stuff. But, man, the driving, you're just like, it's like a snake the whole way. It's crazy. Crazy, I'm telling you. Anyway, this is called The Road to Mendocino. Rough roads, loose gravel, driving down these steep incline. There ain't no runaway ramps on this mountain, so you're on your own this time. Curvy roads, hairpin spins, sharp drop-offs to either side. Watch the white lines, the falling rock signs, and you just might make it tonight. She'd been gone way too long when she called and asked to come home. Won't be the first time I brought her back down from Crescent City to Mendocino.
Smell of hemp, vistas of grapes, roll on mile after mile. We just might stop on our way back, 'cause my baby likes her wine. And she'd been gone way too long when she called and asked to come home. Won't be the first time I brought her back down from Crescent City to Mendocino. She'd been gone way too long when she called and asked to come home. Won't be the first time I brought her back down from Crescent City to Mendocino. Won't be the first time I brought her back down from Crescent City to Mendocino.
Yeah, Professor Jim Tedesco on the chippy little mandolin. Where are we now? One day at a time. That sounded flat, didn't it? Well, I hope goes without saying we wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't something bad going on. I hope that everybody is taking this as serious as they need to, and they need to take it a little more serious than letting a bunch of college kids go to the beach. I just saw today where University of Texas said that 40-something students tested positive after spring break in Mexico. They need to be smarter because they might have grandparents. And if somebody's trying to tell you to do better, you ought to listen to them. Only trying to take care of you, right, Julia? And Melissa? I have enough people telling me to take care of myself. I'm promising you I'm taking care of myself. I wouldn't even let him ride in the car with me. That's Jim. We all three drove different cars. Well, that's true. I never let you ride with me, but after I tune this up, I'm going to play it on the. I thought I was playing it on the electric. I'm sorry.
Oops.
Good grief. All right. Whoa. There it is. You can go blind trying to do this, you know. That little dot down there keeps bouncing around. Come on now. Just like the whiskey, she tore me up. She did me in with that thing called love. Now one's too many, and 10's not enough.
An empty bed in a house grown large. She used to drop by, but now she don't. But I can stay up as late as I want. She told me I was the love of her life, even when she was saying goodbye. Now I pretend she's coming back, and the hair of the dog never bites back. The morning looks like it did last night. Just one more day to stay out of sight. Seems like I'm wasting away one day at a time. My wants are always a matter of life and death. If drinking don't kill me, it'll be the cigarettes. But I'll get over her someday, but not just yet. Bloodshot eyes, wobbling knees, cotton mouth and tar-stained teeth. Long hot showers, plenty of steam. It might clean up a smell, but it don't touch the pain. The morning looks like it did last night. Just one more day to stay out of sight. Seems like I'm wasting away one day at a time. Told me I was the love of her life, even when she was saying goodbye. Now I pretend she's coming back, and the hair of the dog never bites back. The morning looks like it did last night. Just one more day to stay out of sight. Seems like I'm wasting away one day at a time. Seems like I'm wasting away one day at a time. Thank you. And the crowd goes wild. I was waiting for one of my friends I had written in an email inviting people to tune in, and said we'd be playing to an empty house, and I was waiting for one of my friends to say, so what else is new? But they didn't. But that did remind me of, if y'all haven't seen the Netflix documentary on ZZ Top, check it out. Now that you don't have anything else to do. It's pretty good, actually. If you like ZZ Top, it's great. But there was a point in the documentary where Gibbons was talking about when they had finally gotten this contract, and they were going out on tour. And their first stop was this roadhouse that had been sort of, they had always thought, if we ever get a gig there, we'll know we have made it. And so they're getting ready to play, and the curtain goes up, and there's one person in the audience. One person in the audience. And the ZZ Top guys look at each other and like, damn, I don't care how many there, we're playing this set. So they played it for the guy. Went through the whole thing, even did an encore. And the really funny part of the story is that they said that throughout the years, just every now and then, out of the blue, this guy would show up, and he's never told them his name, but he'd like wave at them and say, remember me? And they'd go, well, yeah, you're the only person we've ever played a solo concert for. So anyway, sort of got that feeling here, right? We got two cameramen here. Got one more than they had. This is a geography song. If you don't understand it, you just need to look at a map. And the map, if you were looking at it, would be Alabama would be here, Mississippi would be here,
and right below it, just a little to whatever side that would be west, is Louisiana, New Orleans. This song is called When I Go to Alabama. When I go to Alabama, I think about Mississippi, 'cause you're in New Orleans. And I really ought to come and see you, 'cause it don't look like you're ever gonna come see me. You had to go to Louisiana, 'cause you said your mama said she was feeling poorly. But after 2 long years, it sure seemed like to me mama ought to be feeling better. If I leave Birmingham sometime in the AM, I could be there by supper time. And still stop in Slidell and see your Uncle Ahab and get you some Spody-Ody wine. Crescent City that was built below sea level is stronger than a hurricane. 'Cause every time it blows up from the south, they say it's gonna be the last. Well, if I could get myself down to where you live, I wouldn't worry about that. 'Cause my biggest worry is you'd be in no hurry to get back to where we was at. When I go to Alabama, think about Mississippi, 'cause you're in New Orleans. And it really ain't that far if you're driving in your car, and you ain't got to take no train. But here I am in Carolina, about to lose my mind if I hear from one more silly hillbilly. I really ought to hit the road, leave behind this heavy load, get me down to the Big Easy. If I leave Birmingham sometime in the AM, I can be there by supper time. Still stop in Slidell and see your Uncle Ahab, get you some Spody-Ody wine. When I go to Alabama, think about Mississippi, 'cause you're in New Orleans. And I really ought to come and see you, 'cause I really don't think you're ever gonna come see me. Yeah, I think I ought to come and see you, 'cause it's pretty clear you're never gonna come see me. Good ending. For a change. I never know how to end that, because it ends on, sort of the song ends almost on 1, so you almost have to end it or play it through. You know what I mean? How we doing, guys?
Entering uncharted territory.
Uh-oh. Don't say that. How we doing out there? Okay. All right, let's see. What am I doing? I'm going to play a old song. It's an old song. Way old. This is about a certain kind of love. It sort of gets passed around. that doesn't sound right, but I'm going to go with it.
Don't go any further.
Leave it alone.
Play the song.
Leave it alone.
Oh, God. Okay. It's called Traveling Kind. I need a pick. That's what's been the problem here. forgot about my picks. Yeah. No, I got it.
She was a looker, a tall glass of spring water, kind of lady a boy dreams of, men desire. She had a weakness for men already taken, so she was always saying goodbye. And she'd say, so long now, I've already left. You knew I was a traveling kind. First time we met, you take care now, watch your step, 'cause you never know who you might meet next. I was a free man, not her normal one-night stand, and she didn't know what to think when I didn't leave. I said, I don't care who you've been with or where. She just smiled and said, you're cute, a little naive. And she said, so long now, I've already left. You knew I was a traveling kind. First time we met, you take care now, watch your step, 'cause you never know who you might meet next. Sometime in the night, no. Well, there've been other women, but none could hold a candle to the little traveling lady and the thirst she left behind. And sometime in the night, no matter who I'm holding tight, I know come morning I'll be saying goodbye. And I'll say, so long now, I've already left. You knew I was a traveling kind. First time we met, you take care now, watch your step, 'cause you never know who you might meet next. You take care now and watch your step, 'cause you never know who you might meet next. All right, I think we got one more. We're right on time. All right, this song actually, I picked it for last because I think it applies a little bit to where we find ourselves and maybe a sentiment that
I know I can only imagine what it must be like for some people self-quarantining and getting on each other's nerves in little houses and little apartments. Not at mine. No, sir. We got no problems. I'm a lucky man. But this just is about her. So anyway, my wife went on a trip, and when she left, we already had fleas in the house. I hate fleas. I love cats. I have two. But I hate fleas. I just can't stand fleas. I like want to leave the house and y'all fumigate it and call me when it's done. I don't want to go be living in a house with fleas. And a new porch that we'd had put on the back of our house came with a new roof that leaked. You have to special order those.
Like Naked and Afraid.
Yeah. Anyway, so then the car she left me with conked down. So I had the perfect makings of a song, you know. Fleas, roofy leak. I mean, a roof that leaks in the car. So that's what I sang for when she came back. Got fleas in the bed, your roof's got a leak, the car won't start, and it should have seemed like it's all falling apart. But you got me. Your mama called, ain't feeling too well. Sister done left her, she can go to hell, and it's all your fault. But you got me. Fill the car, the roof for car. Never liked your sister, bless her tiny black heart, but I love you, and I love you too. Fleas don't bite, roofs never leak, families don't fight. Yes, I love you. Your ex dropped by, said he can't pay the note. We're gonna lose a house and the fishing boat, 'cause he got wiped out. But you got me. The evening where the man said the rain's gonna fall, the wind's gonna blow, maybe all night long, and we all could drown. You got me. I can't build you a house, afford a boat. Never liked your husband, makes my blood run cold, but I love you, and I love you till there's no more rain and winds don't blow ever again. Yes, I love you. Preacher man says we're headed for hell. We're living in sin and not giving a damn about anything. But you got me. The evening news says we're all going broke. Never should have bought those $1 million homes. It's a day of reckoning. But you got me. I don't go to church, but I believe in hell, and I've been to heaven under your sweet spell. Yes, I love you, and I love you till we all own homes, and nobody feels like they're home alone. Yes, I love you,
car won't start, and it shoulda seemed like it's all falling apart. But you got me. You got me. Yeah, you got me. Thank y'all so much. I wish I knew everybody's here, his name. I would thank the cameraman. I do remember meeting Eric out in the lobby, and of course Michael Gaster, and particularly Monty Parks, who's sort of behind the scenes trying to make all this stuff happen. And I'm glad they invited us. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Everything worked well. I guess we just ride off into the sunset, or they'll just cut it off. We're done, right, gentlemen? Thank y'all. Y'all be safe.